Aaliyah Boston just made it crystal clear she's not here to babysit, she's here to win. After a nail-biting game against the Dallas Wings, where the Indiana Fever barely scraped out a win without Caitlin Clark on the floor, Boston stepped up like a true leader and she didn't hold back. But before we get into what she said, and trust me, real talk, let's set the scene for how this game turned into one of the Fever's most chaotic moments of the season. The Indiana Fever walked into the matchup against the Dallas Wings expecting to test their depth. Caitlin Clark, the rookie phenom and the media's favorite headline, was out. Whether it was rest, injury precaution, or just load management, Clark was on the bench. That left Aaliyah Boston to carry the weight of the team on her shoulders. And let's just say, things went south fast. The Fever looked disjointed. Turnovers, missed defensive rotations, sloppy passes. They were out of rhythm and the Wings took full advantage. Now remember, Dallas isn't exactly a powerhouse this season. They've been dealing with their own issues, inconsistencies, and a young roster trying to figure things out. But against the Clarkless Fever, they looked like contenders. And that's exactly what pissed Aaliyah Boston off. Throughout the game, you could see the frustration building on her face. She was hustling on both ends, diving for loose balls, calling out switches, crashing the boards. But it seemed like half the team was playing in quicksand. Despite her efforts, the Fever trailed for most of the first half. Every time they'd close the gap, Dallas responded with a dagger three or a fast break layup. The energy wasn't there, and the body language said it all. Then came the second half, and Aaliyah Boston said, enough. She came out swinging figuratively. Boston started dominating the paint, posting up, getting physical, drawing fouls. She looked like the all-star she is. She wasn't just scoring, she was setting the tone, blocking shots, talking trash, clapping in players' faces. She flipped the switch. The Fever started to rally. With less than 2 minutes left in the fourth, it was a one-possession game. The crowd was on edge. The bench was screaming. The coaches were pacing. Boston grabbed an offensive rebound over two defenders, kicked it out, and boom, three-pointer. Fever take the lead. Barely. And they held on. Barely when that final buzzer sounded. The scoreboard showed a win, but it didn't feel like one. Not to Aaliyah. In the postgame press conference, reporters were expecting the usual PR-approved comments. But Boston didn't sugarcoat anything. Gotta grow up, she said, shaking her head. Can't keep depending on Caitlin to bail us out every night. This is a team, and tonight, I saw too many people waiting around instead of stepping up. Let that sink in. That's not a subtle message, that's a call-out. Aaliyah Boston just sent a warning shot, not to the media, not to the fans, but to her own teammates. And honestly, she's right. Caitlin Clark has been incredible. Her passing, her vision, her ability to shift defenses, it's game-changing. But when she's off the floor, this team falls apart, and that's not sustainable. What Boston did tonight was more than just carry the team. She exposed a weakness. That the Fever need identity beyond the Caitlin Clark show. They need to show grit. Every night, not just when they're trending on social media. One reporter followed up and asked Boston how the team plans to fix it moving forward. Accountability, she said bluntly. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to win games. We've all got to look in the mirror, including me. That's leadership. Let's talk numbers. Boston finished with 24 points, 12 rebounds, 3 blocks. Damned, countless hustle plays that won't show up on the stat sheet. But more than the numbers, she showed heart. And fans noticed social media lit up with reactions. One fan tweeted, Aaliyah Boston playing like the mother of the team while everyone else still in daycare. Another said, respect to Aaliyah, she's got that dog in her. Straight up carried tonight. Even former players chimed in. WNBA legend Tamika Catchings posted, that's how you lead. Proud of Aaliyah for speaking truth. So what does this mean for the Fever moving forward? Well, first, Caitlin Clark isn't going to play every minute of every game. The team has to find ways to win without her. That means role players stepping up, the bench bringing energy, and the system working no matter who's on the court. Second, Aaliyah Boston just claimed the locker room. She's not just a star player, she's the voice, the anchor. the one who holds everyone accountable. And that's exactly what this young squad needs. The question is, will they respond? Will the teammates she just called out rise to the challenge? Will they match her energy next game? Or will this team continue to live and die by Caitlin Clark's presence? One thing's for sure, Aaliyah, Boston's done waiting. So if you're tuning in for the next Fever game, watch closely, because now there's a new storyline. Not just Caitlin Clark's rise, but Aaliyah Boston's reign. And she's not here to play nice. If you respect what Aaliyah Boston did tonight, hit that like button and let us know in the comments. Is she the real leader of the Fever? Or do they still need Caitlin Clark to carry them? And don't forget to subscribe for more WNBA drama, game breakdowns, and behind-the-scenes stories. Because here on our channel, we don't just cover basketball, we live it. Stay locked in.